Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to an excited Wrestling Days because we are going to take a look at Royal Rumble winners. We are actually going to look at Mattel figures. Have Mattel made a figure of every Royal Rumble winner? I'm not just talking about the person, I'm talking about the attire as well. And honestly, I've done my research. They pretty much have. There's only a few that are missing. So let's get to the list because there's a lot to go through. 1988, that was won by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You can see Hacksaw in the ring there. He's wearing black trunks, which is quite surprising. Whenever I think of Hacksaw, I always think of like navy blue. And sadly, Mattel have never released a black trunked Hacksaw Jim Duggan. They have released navy blue. You can get it as part of the Legends series. I suppose if you had that and you wanted to paint it, then you could, and then you would have the Royal Rumble winning Hacksaw. But honestly, that's quite a rare figure now, so I don't recommend it. I'm actually surprised they've never released Hacksaw Jim Duggan in black trunks. There is definitely potential for a Royal Rumble winners series, and I would definitely put this in it. Next up, 1989, we've got Big John Studd. They have made Big John Studd, but the only way you can get it is part of the Heenan family pack. You can see Big John Studd in that pack. Looks very, very cool, but they've never released it on its own. That is definitely a figure I would put into that Royal Rumble winners, but thankfully we have at least had a figure. Next, for 1990 and 1991, it was Hulk Hogan. He wore the same attire, so for this you just need to pick up the Wrestlemania Heritage Basic. You could get the Defining Moments Elite, but that is going to cost you more. The WrestleMania Heritage should be a bit cheaper and it will do the job. Next up, we've got Ric Flair. He won in 1992. He was wearing black, and I've got to tell you, a lot of winners wear black. Black seems to be like a lucky Royal Rumble colour. So Ric Flair was wearing black. So the figure that you need is in the Four Horsemen pack. It's a younger looking Ric Flair. His hair might not be quite bang on, but his attire is, and that honestly is the closest I could find. So that is the Ric Flair that I would go for. Next up, Yokozuna in 1993. He was wearing white attire with a black belt. So for this, you're going to need the Hall of Fame Elite. You will need to switch the head though, so if you switch the head with a different Yokozuna, then it will be fine, but the problem is that Hall of Fame Elite has got facial hair, and he didn't have facial hair in the 1993 Royal Rumble, so little bit of switching around, but it can be done. Next up in 94, there were two winners. Lex Luger and Bret Hart got eliminated at the same time, and so both men won. Lex Luger you can get Elite Series 30 in his USA attire. Bret Hart you can't. You can get close. There is a Defining Moments that's all black, and it looks quite close to what he wore, but you can see it's not exactly the same, and I cannot find a Bret Hart in that ring attire. So again, Bret Hart in that ring attire, that would be a fantastic Royal Rumble winners basic that they could release at some point. 1995, we've got Shawn Michaels red attire, white knee pads, black boots. There is a Royal Rumble Heritage basic, and I think you can get it in a battle pack with Diesel. Shawn actually won again the next year in 96, but this was a different ring attire. This is black with like silver hearts. Elite 19 and the Lost Legends Elite, and also a battle pack with The Undertaker. They all get very close. I think it's good enough. But I can tell you the knee pads aren't right. So technically they haven't made it, but you can get very, very close. 97, I love this. Stone Cold won it in 97, all black, no knee braces, okay? So the recent Flashback Elite will do for that one. In 98, he won it again, but this time he had one knee brace, so he's added a knee brace. I can tell you there is a retro that comes with one knee brace. I also think the WWE Legends Series 1 figure, you're going right back to the very start of the Mattel line, I think that only had one knee brace. What I love about this is he wins it again in 2001, and in that one, he had two knee braces. So, first time he won it, he had no knee braces. Second time, one knee brace. And third time, two knee braces. So, for that 2001, you're going to need basic 79. All the defining moments, they are all black attire with two knee braces. We need to just jump back a little bit because we have skipped 1999. That was Mr. McMahon. And there is a figure, black top, black trousers, black boots. You're going to need the Network Spotlight Elite figure. And then in the year 2000, The Rock won. Again, black tights. Had The Rock written on the front. I think there was like a Brahma Bull logo on the back. There is a WrestleMania Heritage basic for that. 2001 was Stone Cold, as we said. 2002, Triple H. And guess what? It's black. Black with a cross on the front and a cross on the back. You need the Then, Now, Forever basic if you want that one. After that, we got Brock Lesnar winning in 2003. Again, black trunks. He didn't have the sword tattoo. That's very important. A lot of Brock figures obviously have that, but he didn't have it at this time. So the WrestleMania 32 Elite, that is the one that you will need. 2004, it was Chris Benoit, and of course, there is no Mattel figures of Chris Benoit. There will never be a Mattel figure of Chris Benoit. You might be able to get a Jax figure of this. I honestly didn't look. In 2005, we've got Batista, and amazingly, you cannot get Batista, this version of Batista. It's got like a silver flame coming across on the front, Batista written on the back. Red trunks as well, a little bit of colour, which is nice to see. And finally, we get a little bit of colour, and they haven't made the figure. You can get close. You can get close, but you cannot get this ring attire. Again, maybe check Jax, because they were making figures at this time. Again, I didn't bother looking. I'm just focusing on Mattel. In 2006, Rey Mysterio won, and you can get this figure. It is red with blue highlights, and it's in the Royal Rumble Heritage series. They did do a series of figures before Royal Rumble Heritage, but it wasn't just winners. It was just like fun attires, I think, that had been in Royal Rumbles. So that is part of that. Undertaker in 2007, black with red school logos on the side. Again, you can get that figure, Royal Rumble Heritage. John Cena in 2008, he had jean shorts, black trainers, hustle, loyalty, respect wristband. Again, they did a great job. Royal Rumble Heritage. In fact, the next couple of winners are also Royal Rumble Heritage. We've got Randy Orton in 2009. This is black with like silver highlights. And as we said, you can get a figure of that. Edge in 2010, black. Again, black. It's always black with white and red stripe. Again, they did make a figure of that. Finally, some colour again. We've got Alberto Del Rio in 2011. Gold with white knee pads. Another Royal Rumble Heritage figure. Sheamus in 2012. Amazingly, I cannot find this figure. I cannot find it. It is black with red highlights, but red knee pads, and that's the sticking point. I can find basic 24 is close, but it doesn't have the correct knee pads. It has black knee pads. When he won, he had red knee pads. Again, I think you could change parts around and make your own Sheamus from the Royal Rumble in 2012, but I can't find an official Mattel release. John Cena in 2013, he had like khaki shorts with black shoes. There is a Royal Rumble basic for that. Batista again in 2014, no figure. And what's a real shame is I think this is such a classy looking Batista. I think this ring attire is awesome. Yes, it's just plain black trunks, but I love that like red knee support. Just looks really smart. I love the look of his boots as well. His footwear looks absolutely awesome. That would have made a real classy figure, but I cannot find one. I cannot find that knee support, the red knee support. I can't find that footwear. You can get close, but I just cannot find that figure. Roman Reigns in 2015, he was actually in a SWAT vest. That's the figure you need if you want Roman Reigns. Triple H won in 2016, and they have made that figure. It's black with a gold skull and crown on the front. Basic 69 is what you need for that. Randy Orton won in 2017. They have made that black with gold highlights. This, I can't find like a recent figure that looks like this, but they did make Elite Series 9 that had the exact same ring attire, so I feel like that's good enough. Even though it definitely came out before this happened, it looks like it will do the job. So I can't find anything more recent, but there is a figure that is close enough. Nakamura in 2018, amazingly, is a no. I cannot find a figure. It's quite simple. It's red with a black belt, and there's loads of Nakamura figures like that, but this has got a black strip on the inside, and I cannot find that black strip on the inside of his ring attire. So yeah, it looks like they haven't done it. But Asuka, the final figure we need to talk about, is on the way. Asuka won, of course, the first Women's Royal Rumble in 2018, and there was a WrestleMania exclusive figure that was coming out this year. Now, that's been cancelled, or moved, I should say. It's still coming out, but I believe now it's going to be in the normal Elite line. So that figure actually hasn't been released yet, but it is on the way. And that is it, guys. That is it. So there's only a handful of Royal Rumble winners that don't have figures. And the theme, if there was one, is black. They're pretty much all wearing black, apart from the likes of Alberto Del Rio, Big John Studd, Rey Mysterio. Even Shinsuke Nakamura had like a black belt and that black strip on the inside of his ring attire. Good 90-odd% of these were wearing black, so I don't know, could the winner this year be someone that wears black? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.